Good morning and welcome to St. Paul's Evangelical Lutheran Church in Carlisle, Pennsylvania. Today is Thursday, December the 7th. This past Sunday was the beginning of Advent, and Advent is a time of preparation for the celebration of the birth of Jesus Christ, and it's also a time of preparation for the second coming of our Lord. There are 4 Sundays in Advent, and each one has a different theme. And our theme for this first Sunday, or this week in Advent, is hope. And as I read the readings for today, listen to see where you find hope in these readings. And our first reading comes from Psalm 85, read to you from the Message. God, you smiled on your good earth. You brought good times to Jacob. You lifted the cloud of guilt from your people. You put their sins far out of sight. You took back your sin-provoked threats. You cooled your hot, righteous temper. Help us again, God of our help. Don't hold a grudge against us forever. You aren't going to keep this up, are you? Scowling and angry year after year? Why not help us make a fresh start, a resurrection life? Then your people will laugh and sing. Show us how much you love us, God. Give us the salvation we need. I can't wait to hear what he'll say. God's about to pronounce his people well, the holy people he loves so much. So never again live like fools. See how close his salvation is to those who fear him. Our country is home base for glory. Love and truth meet in the street. Right living and whole living embrace and kiss. Truth spouts green from the ground. Right living pours down from the skies. Oh yes, God gives goodness and beauty. Our land responds with bounty and blessing. Right living strides out before him and clears a path for our passage. Did you hear any messages of hope in this reading? Our second reading is a hymn from Dietrich Bonhoeffer. He helped compose this. And Dietrich Bonhoeffer was a German Lutheran pastor who opposed National Socialism. And his ties to the July 20th, 1944 conspiracy to overthrow the Nazi regime led to his execution in Germany in 1945. The hymn is titled, By Gracious Powers. By gracious powers so wonderfully sheltered and confidently waiting, come what may, we know that God is with us night and day, and never fails to greet us each new day. Yet in this heart, by its old foe tormented, still evil days bring burdens hard to bear. Oh, give our frightened souls the sure salvation, for which, O Lord, you taught us to prepare. And when this cup you give us is filled to brimming with bitter suffering, hard to understand, we take it thankfully and without trembling, out of so good and so beloved hand. Yet when again in this same world you give us the joy we had, the brightness of your sun, we shall remember all the days we lived through, and our whole life shall then be yours alone. By gracious powers so faithfully protected, so quietly, so wonderfully near, we live each day in hope with you, beside us, and go with you through every coming year. And let me read that last line again, that last verse. By gracious powers so faithfully protected, so quietly, so wonderfully near. We live each day in hope, with you beside us, and go with you through every coming year. God is with us. Go in peace.